Hi, I'm Taven, and for the next 7 days, I'm going to be playing Kovaaks every single day to see how much I can actually improve. And you're probably wondering why. The problem with trying to get good at Fortnite is there are so many different parts of your game you can practice, and trying to practice every part of your game is a long and hard task. But after watching endless videos of different pros, I try to answer the question of how they're so damn good. And after countless hours of watching pros from all over the globe, I finally had that light bulb moment pop into my head and realised 90% of what they do just falls down to their aim. Imagine you hit the maddest triple edit, full piece on your opponent only to hit him for 30 and die. Well, you probably don't have to imagine it because I know this has literally happened to everyone, including myself. So that's why I'm going to be practicing my aim for the next 7 days straight using one of the most popular aim trainers called Kovaaks. We're going to see how much I actually improve during the week, and I even recorded all my stats beforehand, so stay tuned to see how much I actually improve. And that way we can compare all the results at the end to see if Kovaaks made a difference or not. So day one has just started. I'm about to hit a little Kovaaks session now. I was wondering if I should just have like a strict schedule I do every day, but I realised doing that doesn't really allow me to improve every part of my aim and just limits me to what is on my routine. And back in the days, I used to be a Kovaaks monster, so I have a ton of great maps to play. So I'm probably going to play what I feel like playing for about 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. We'll see how I feel. And then the goal is to go straight into arena and just hit a full-on mad arena session. So just finished day one. I think I'm going to put on screen the exact scenarios I did each day so you guys could just follow along. Maybe you're looking for some good Kovaaks maps to play for Fortnite, or you just want to follow the routine I did to see if you can get the same results. Then you'll be able to. Don't question why I did this piano thing for so long. You know what, I was just going to do it for 5 minutes, and let's just say I got a little bit carried away trying to beat my highest score. Seriously though, if you play the Kovaaks piano thing, I managed to get 53 as my highest score on day one, so I'm just going to leave it there, see if you guys can beat me or not. Anyways, I'm going to go hit a little arena session now, and then I'll either check back with you later, or you'll just see me again on day two. So just like that, day one was finished. To be honest, at this point, I didn't feel a mad difference. And the same with day two as well. I, again, just didn't feel any better at the game. I felt more warmed up, but in terms of my performance in-game, I didn't feel like I was 10 times better than normal until day three. But before we get to day three, let's go check out day two. So day two, now to be honest, I really cannot be bothered to play Kovaaks today at all. Like, I've just been putting it off all day because, to be completely honest with you, to sit there for like 30-40 minutes just clicking targets, it's not that fun. Like, genuinely, I don't know, I just can't be bothered to play it. The thing is, I'm not doing anything quick at the moment and going for high scores either. I'm just practicing the fundamentals and aiming for 100% accuracy and stuff. But, you know, we need to stay disciplined. I know if I could just finish filming this part, hopefully it'll give me the motivation to open at Kovaaks. Play 30 minutes of Kovaaks at least. Come on. And motivation it gave me. Straight after that, open at the Kovaaks, banged out a little Kovaaks session. I'll put on screen the exact scenarios I played now. 37 minutes of Kovaaks, banged out the bag for the first 3 days. My plan going into it was just to ease myself in a bit more. Don't do any crazy flicky movements because that's not how we really work on our aim. I just want to try and practice getting good accuracy on everything. Doing things a bit slower, this definitely was a little bit demotivating for me at the start, not being able to hit any of my higher scores. But after finishing that Kovaaks session, I then had one of the maddest arena sessions of them all, where I managed to get myself 3 wins in total in that arena session. Not too bad if I say so myself. But before long, day 3 was among us, and today I had a little trick up my sleeve to help push me through day 3. Right, so I've just joined the Kovaaks Discord server, and for some reason, what on earth is all this? What do you want to... Right, so I'm now in the Kovaaks Aim Trainer server. Let's just see if we can find some motivation through here. Let's see what we can find. Some people with a load of random glowing targets. I'm glad I do not have this. Here's this guy hitting a world record in aim lab. For some reason, it's in 120p. Oh, tips and advice. You know, I could do with you tips. Help me out with the Kovaaks grind. I wouldn't mind at all. And for some reason, some guys made this sheet. Let's have a look through it, and let's just see if there's anything useful in here. This is a fundamental routine that was created to help you find more stability in your in-game performance by adding a regular load to the cognitive and physical side.
Boring!
Oh, he's got a full-on routine here. What's he got? So in the morning, what should I do? What should I do in the morning? Right after I wake up, first thing you do is self-care morning routine. A cup of lemon water. Who on earth is drinking a cup of lemon water? A perfect morning tonic, in my opinion. So, once we go to the shop, buy a bunch of lemons, get a glass of water, and start squeezing lemons into my water. I think I'm alright on that one. And now we got exercise. Don't go really hard with it. The main point is to have a well-worked stretch and a nice tight warm-up. So, I recommend you do step 1, a full body stretch. And he's got a little video to go with. Let's watch the little video. Nice little 2014 intro to go with it. Love to see it.
What is up, my bodyweight warriors, and welcome back to another...
What? Did you just call me a bodyweight warrior?
A full body beginner flexibility routine.
Right, I'm ready, I'm ready.
It's designed to be able to be done at pretty much any level of flexibility.
Okay, yeah, I'd say I'm quite flexible to be
fair. And give you a very comprehensive flexibility workout. It's only going to take around 15 minutes, so feel free to follow along.
15 minutes? I've got to sit here for 15 minutes. This guy's taking the mick if he thinks I'm going to be sat here for 15 minutes. Right, let's just skip through them nice and quickly.
Left arm away from you.
Right, okay, left arm away.
Your head, and then you're gently going to pull until you feel a stretch.
Oh yeah, I do feel that stretch in my left arm, to be fair.
We're going to hold this position for around 30 seconds. You should feel, as I said, a nice deep stretch in your neck. You may even feel it going to your shoulder. You may feel it going to your upper back, into those upper traps.
Screw this one. I'm going on to the next one. Shoulder extension.
We're going to go onto our knees, and then we're going to perform some shoulder extension.
After having that amazing stretch, I definitely didn't click off the video after 3 minutes of watching it because I got bored of stretching. It was time to play some Kovaaks. And you know what? I think day 3 worked. It was actually a jam-packed full day of Kovaaks routines. But at the end of one of the Kovaaks routines, I randomly just got a message come through. I was a bit confused at the time, but it said, "You're not subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe right now." I've stopped the video because we're on the road to 10k subs. It's free. You can literally unsubscribe at any point. And while you're down there, you might as well drop it a little cheeky like. Why not? Help out with the algorithm. Help the channel out. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy day 4. Day 4, I actually didn't have a load of time, so I powered through a few scenarios because the biggest problem I found was trying to find that right scenario to play, and it actually took more time than playing some of the scenarios sometimes. So for the Kovaaks session I did on day 3, it probably took me like 40 minutes to play them all or something. I'll put the exact time on screen here, but after trying to find the scenarios to play, I was probably on Kovaaks over an hour because I'm just flicking through. Like sometimes I'll even like click on a scenario, play like 30 seconds to like a minute and just be like, well, I don't see the point in this, and then click off it, and I just didn't include it onto the time. So I didn't feel like I was getting the proper practice, so it definitely took me a fair bit of time going through all the Kovaaks sessions. But it didn't matter too much because day 5, I got a good little Kovaaks session in, and then the last 2 days were Among Us. So it's day 6 today. You know what? I actually do not mind playing Kovaaks. It's kind of just becoming a part of my routine. I think the hardest part was just starting that Kovaaks grind. But I've decided just to put some music on, play for a bit. And you know what? It's kind of bearable now. Like, I genuinely don't mind it too much. Especially when you can literally just vibe and play some Kovaaks. Anyways, we've now fell down to the final day of playing Kovaaks. Day, I think I found the sweet spot for me. It tends to be playing Kovaaks for about 30 minutes. When I play any longer than 30 minutes, I'm not sure if it's just me, but my arms just tend to really ache. And then I just find myself just not even doing the Kovaaks scenarios properly. So I'm going to bang out Kovaaks for one last time, and I'll catch up with you for the little review at the end. And before you know it, day 7 was complete by doing these scenarios, and the challenge was over, and you're probably full of questions right now, so I'm going to go through them all for you and go through a little review of everything. give you a little review of everything. Now, the first question you're probably thinking is, did you see a big improvement in your aim? To be completely honest, in the first few days, I didn't really feel anything at all. I think it was like the third or fourth day where I felt my aim actually started to get a little bit better. I don't know if my aim genuinely was just improving, or if my aim was just warmed up super well. But I decided to put this to the test by doing a day 8, this time playing no Kovacs instead, doing just in-game aim trainers, and I found my aim was a lot worse. When just doing the in-game aim trainers, I felt my aim was just nowhere near as good as it was after playing Kovacs for like 30-40 minutes. Overall, though, when I was playing Kovacs, my aim did tend to feel much better in game. I was hitting a lot more shots, and I did actually hit a few crazy shots. My aim didn't feel perfect. Like, don't expect if you're gonna start playing Kovacs, you're never ever gonna miss a shot, and you're literally just gonna have like full-on aimbot on every single person, because it's not like that. But you just find the consistency of your aim just gets much better. Like, you consistently hit more shots, you start to hit a few more headshots, your beams will get much better, and your tracking is definitely a massive one that improved at a rapid rate for me. One thing I do want to add though is I think Kovacs is definitely more of a consistency thing. If you want to see some real improvements in your aim, you're gonna have to play for probably like close to a month to see the massive improvements. So after a week, it was quite hard really to say I saw this huge difference, and I felt like I was 10 times the player. But beforehand, I did actually write down all my stats and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get them both up, and I'm going to compare them to see if we gained some more wins, if we didn't gain wins, if my KD went up or down, and we're just going to go through them all and see how much better statistically I improved. So starting off with day 1, my win percentage in Arena was 2.2%. So all the stats I will be comparing here are just my Arena stats, because that's all I've been playing. So starting it off, my win percentage was 2.2%, and after playing 131 more games of Solo Arena, my matches nearly doubled what I've already played. My win percentage went up to 3.3%, taking my wins from this season from 3 all the way up to 9, which I did feel like the Kovacs definitely helped me a ton when it came to just hitting more shots in the mid game, which overall just led to me having some crazy good loot in my arena matches. So I found myself winning a fair few games. Beforehand, I played 135 matches and had 283 kills. I managed to take my kill total up to 622, which is over double what it was before. Played 7 duo games before, and played 22 duo games while I was playing Kovacs, and my win percentage beforehand was 0% in duos, and that went up to 6.9%, getting 2 wins and 88 kills in just 15 games I played, which actually gave me the great KD of 3.93 in duos, nearly averaging 4 kills a game, which is pretty good when it comes to KD. Then I literally did not play a single trio game, so we'll not be comparing my trio stats. So from those stats, you can see I've definitely started to get a lot more kills. If you're thinking of doing this challenge, definitely take a picture of your stats beforehand, because I didn't feel like I overall improved as much as I did until I looked at those stats and started to compare them. And now the main question you're all wondering is if I'll be carrying on playing Kovacs after the video, and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not going to carry on, because to play Kovacs, you've got to take an hour or so out of each day to play, and I don't really have the time to do it every day and just sit here for an hour straight and just play Kovacs. It's just, I don't really find it that enjoyable. It's just a little bit boring just sitting there hitting target. Now and then, I definitely might just load up Kovacs, use it as a warm-up, because it warmed up my aim 100 times better than the in-game aim trainers. But using it every day is not something I'll be doing. But if you do enjoy Kovacs and you want to get good aim and have the time each day to practice your aim in Kovacs for like 30 to 45 minutes, 100% go for it, because over time it will make a massive difference to your game. We saw how much my kills and wins went up in just a week of playing Kovac, and that was me just playing random Kovacs maps. If I really wanted to improved specific aspects of my game and VOD reviewed them, I could have 100% made my aim a lot better and worked on specific weaknesses in my aim, which is something you should definitely think of doing if you do play Kovaaks. So I overall do think Kovaaks is great. I do think it works, especially if you have the time to sit there and use it. It will help so much when it comes to mouse control. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, please hit the like button, comment down below. I respond to all comments, even if it's just a thank you for the video. I'll drop your comment, a like, and respond. If you don't believe me, test it out now, and if you enjoyed the video, you may also like this video on screen now.